Democracy SIP MSc, and my respected friends. Thank you for attending our group presentation session. I'm Radhi Sania Rahmi, will serve as moderator in this presentation, and my friends Adam Permanayuda, Adrian Mustafa Gunahia, Nur Fadila Hanum, and Sandrino Nurul Ihsan. The theme that we will convey is about correspondence. This presentation will be delivered by two members of our group, namely Adam Permanayuda and Sandrino Nurul Ihsan. Alright, for the delivery of the first material with the sub-team correspondent and various kind of letters will be delivered by Adam Permanayuda to Adam.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, without any further, I would like to explain the topic number one is the definition of the correspondence. So the correspondence is the process of written communication between two or more persons that has a purpose to convey communication, requests, or decisions that are informal or formal. And for the next topics is the kinds of letter that has 20 kinds. The first kind is the collaboration offer letter. So a collaboration offer letter is a letter sent by a person or agency to another agency or individual that offers cooperation. And next letter is a reference letter. So a reference letter is a letter written by a first person or one person or one company to other person or company to persuade them how capability that they have. And the next letter is invitation letter. Invitation letter is a letter that contains some notification that requires someone present, and the place, date, and time will be given in the main content of the letter. And the next letter is the announcement letter. Announcement letter containing notification of a matter to certain parties or to the general public. And the next is circular letter. Circular letter basically the same as the announcement letter, but it has to be people know. It's about some warning or some instruction to do something and anything else. And the next is the decision letter. Decision letter is a letter that containing some certain decision, basically made by the leader of some company to their staff to give some decision about what will judge the staff. And the next is a letter of assignment. Letter of assignment is a letter that contains some assignment, usually made by the supervisor to the subordinates to give some assignment that has to do. And the next is a letter of order. Letter of order is a letter issued by the superior to the subordinate to contain an order that has to do basically on their job. And the next is a letter of instruction. Letter of instruction, it is the same as the letter of order, but it comes up with the instruction on how to do the order. And the next is a letter of authorization. So this is a letter that write by some people or company that will give their power or authority to another person or company and to do something on behalf of the person who gives the power or authority. And the next is the letter of agreement. The letter of agreement is contain a statement of one or more people who are mutually bound in an agreement. Next letter is service travel letter. This is a letter used by the staff or employee to carry out an official task or their job outside their city or country. Next is a summons letter. Summons letter is used to be called someone or more to be questioning or discussing or talk about something or anything else. And the next is a warning letter. Warning letter is made by a superior to the subordinate, which contains some warning about what the staff do. And the next is a recommendation letter. Recommendation letter, basically the same as the reference letter, is a letter that write down to inform some person or company what capability do they have. And the next is a minutes of events. This is an official record of an event or act that be held. And the next is memo, or also known as memorandum. It's an informal letter that contains some message that is not too long and used in some division of the office. Basically, it's formal and informal. And the next is fax letter. Fax letter is a letter that's sent by a machine. So this letter can only be received when both of the sender and receiver has a fax machine. And next is minutes. So minutes is an official record made during the course of meeting, gathering, and discussion. And next is SMS, also known as short message service. This is a text basically supporting by a digital. So the person who send the letter can be send the letter by only texting on their phone. So the receiver can receive the message outside the country, outside the city, or anything else. That's all I can say. I give it back to the moderator.
Thank you to Adam for his presentation. Next, I invite Isan to present the material with the subject of letter language.
Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. Please allow me to present the next material, which is about letter language. Definition of letter language. Language as in drafting or writing a letter. Next, letter language. Letter language criteria. Point 1. Language conform to ethics, aesthetics, and logic. Point 2. Interesting, concise, and clear. Point 3. Language represent the content and purpose of the letter. Next, types of letter language. Point 1. Formal language. Office correspondence is usually writing in formal language that is valid and official. Point 2. Concise and clear language. All office correspondence should be written in concise and easy to understand language. Point 3. Valid language. Letters should be valid in addition to formal. Point 4. Standard language. In correspondence, standardized language must be asked in accordance with grammatical standards. Next, steps for drafting a letter. Point 1. Letterhead. The letterhead serves as a promotional tool that introduces the institution to the recipient of the letter. Point 2. Place and date of the letter. This section indicates when and where the letter was written. Point 3. Letter number. Every official letter must have a unique number and code. Point 4. Attachment. If there are documents or files accompanying the letter, information about the attachments needs to be included. Point 5. Subject. This section summarizes the core or subject matter or the letter. Point 6. Mailing address. The recipient's address must be written in full. Point 7. Opening salutation. The opening salutation is capitalized at the beginning and ends with a comma. Point 8. Letter contents. Letter contents is opening, body, and closing. Point 9. Closing salutation. Closing salutation is the closing is also capitalized and ends with a comma. Point 10. The sender's clear name and signature. The identity of the sender is important to show who is responsible for the content of the letter. Point 11. Copy. Other parties who are also entitled to receive a copy of the letter. Okay, thank you. Back to moderator.
Thank you, Isan. That is the presentation of our group. We can conclude that Correspondence is essential written communication in the professional world. Good drafting requires formal language, precise formatting, and systematic steps to support effective administration and communication. We would like to thank all those who have supported the smooth running of this presentation. Hopefully what has been delivered can be used of all us. As the moderator, I apologize if there are any shortcomings while guiding this presentation. I end. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.